Namaste, friends. This is the Sun Woman. Welcome to my Holistic Tarot. And here are your universal messages for the sign of Scorpio. We're looking at what may be coming in for you for the next 30 days during this new moon cycle in Leo, from the eclipse on August 21st through to September 19th. These are general readings for the sign of Scorpio, rising Scorpio. Could also apply to your moon sign. You'll know what resonates for you. If you would like a private reading, please contact me at the link in the information box below. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the messages are for this new moon cycle in Leo for the sign of Scorpio. What are the messages for the sign of Scorpio? I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'll just do one more shuffle here and see what the messages are for Scorpio. Okay, I'm not going to take that. Let's just see. And it's funny, I think that was the Devil that came out, which is your card. But we'll see if it comes up again. Okay? All right, so I will take this. This is the Page of Swords. Now this is the distant past. We have the Three of Swords in the recent past. We have the Seven of Wands in the recent past. At the center of your reading, Scorpio, is the Seven of Cups. Crowning you, the Seven of Swords. At the base of the deck of the reading, the King of Cups. This is at the foundation. This, I feel, is you, or it could be another water sign in your life. The Five of Coins and the Judgment card are in the near future, and the Moon is in the outcome here. All right, so as far as timing, the Seven of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the King of Cups would be related to the first 2 weeks of the cycle. The third week of the cycle is the Five of Coins and Judgment, and then the last week of the cycle around September 19th, it would be the Moon. And at the base of the deck here, we have the Three of Wands here. All right, so, I feel like my Scorpios are making plans. You're making plans for something, for some kind of change, some kind of expansion, some kind of growth. You're looking beyond your immediate shores, okay? Some of you may have plans to travel. Some of you are having plans to expand in some way in your life. It could be going back to school. It could be starting a new job. Again, traveling somewhere, moving. The Three of Wands is the work that we do to now keep the ball rolling, okay? Keep the machine rolling. What we put into growth and creating growth and expansion in our life. The Three of Wands is usually a focus on our everyday life, our careers, our goals, our dreams. So your goals and your dreams are going to be very, very significant for this cycle. But we'll take a look and see exactly how that applies. Now, with the new moon in Leo, that's going to be taking place in your 10th house, Scorpio. Okay, so the Three of Wands and your 10th house, which is very much your professional life, your career, kind of the overview. So it may not just be work. It may be the 10th house is the highest point of our chart. The apex of our chart. It's the house that we look down through and see all the other spheres of our life. So what is going on at the very height of your life right now is going to be very significant, highlighted, and maybe subject to some changes and some revelations here with this new moon in Leo. Some of you may be coming out into the public. Some of you may be doing something that's going to really bring you some recognition and some success that people far and wide are going to hear about you. Could be through the internet, okay? Some of you may be marketing yourselves in order to reach a broader audience. Three of Wands can indicate a lot of, social activity, social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, something that is going to bring you to the public could be very significant for you. So think of it, whatever it is that you're trying to market yourself, sell your talents, your skills, your abilities, make your dreams happen. I feel that in the next 30-day cycle, that's going to be the main focus for you. But let's see what else is going on. There also could be getting together with two other people to help you further these goals. You're trying to make a decision. You have a lot of options in front of you, Scorpio. Your Scorpio's very talented people. You have a lot of emotional depth. You have a lot of passion and laser-like focus. Okay, so when you set your sights on something, there's nothing in no one that can deter you from reaching that goal, whatever it might be. But I think the problem right now for you, the issue is that you have a lot of options in front of you, and you're not quite sure which way to go. And some of them are real, some of them lead to, don't lead to where you want to go. So it's going to be very important for you to get down to the base of where you need to go and what road you need to be on to fulfill your goals and your dreams. Okay? Now, in the distant past, we have the Page of Swords here. This Page of Swords could be someone of an air sign quality, could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, someone that's younger than you. You could have, in the last year or so, or maybe even the last 6 months, or even farther than that, you've been kind of observing people. And you've been, and I said laser-like focus because that Scorpio focus, you study people and you study characters and you can really see through someone to the heart of them, to their soul, and kind of you're able to go past the facade that people put up in front, their best face, and really see through them to find out who they truly are. So I think that some of you have been doing a lot of observation about the people around you. You've really maybe been kind of laying back in the cut, trying to determine who is true and who is false in your life. And there may have been communication that's gone on with someone in your life that might not have been very, well, I wouldn't say that might have been negative, but that might have caused a little conflict. You may have had to kind of speak up and fight for yourself and been very, very biting with your words, kind of telling people like it is. Okay, and that might have distanced people from you. You might have had to really, when you put out that Scorpio stinger, it's hard for people to recover from that, whether it's verbal or whether it's emotional. Once you've been stung by a Scorpio, it takes a long time for people to recuperate from that sting. So you might have had to do that in order to really cut through and see who is true in your life and who's false. Okay. Now, in the recent past, say the last 2 months, the last month, there may have been a separation. You may have had to cut someone out of your life. You may have had a breakup. You may have had some heartache, some pain, some, there may have been some kind of conflict, which is also indicated here by the Seven of Wands. Again, I really feel like you've been fighting. Who have you had to fight recently, Scorpio? That you've had to kind of fight for your rights, fight for your life, fight for what's important to you. You've had to be on the defensive also, I feel. So someone may have been on the attack with you, and you've had to kind of back them up or stand your ground, get them away from you or get away from them. And it may have included needing to break ties with someone, all right, to sever ties. The Three of Swords is here. So, in the last month or so, you may be going over that pain of that separation, or the need to have had distance yourself from someone. It's caused you some emotional pain. It's caused you some stress. But you did it because you needed to fight for your rights. on some level. You needed to find out what the truth is in your life. You may have been dealing with an illusory situation, and the truth was revealed to you, and you kind of had to put everybody or someone in particular in their place, and come out of it standing on your own, standing by yourself. But you did a good job doing that, I feel, Scorpio. And now what's going on with you right now for this new moon and the next 2 weeks? Well, we have the Seven of Cups again, as I said, trying to figure out what is truth in your life and what is illusion. And crowning that is another seven, the Seven of Swords. So look at this. You've got the Seven of Wands, fighting for yourself, defending yourself, fighting people off, defending your territory, defending your rights. You have the Seven of Cups, which is determining what is true in your life and what is false. And then you've got the Seven of Swords here, crowning, which again could indicate two different scenarios. It could talk about you now having made your own plans on your own, and you are taking your swords and you are walking out of camp. Okay, you're not making a big deal about it. You're not telling people what your intentions are. You are taking what's yours and you're walking away. And you're not broadcasting it. Maybe people don't know what your plans are. My Scorpios, you work in, you work in secret most of the time. When you make your plans, you don't let anybody else know what's going on. And once it's done, it's done. You ruled by Pluto, you will tear something down in order to rebuild what is true and what is what is closer aligned to your principles. So you may have been, or you may be in the process within the next 2 weeks of tearing down this camp, whatever this camp represents. Could be a relationship, could be an association, could be home life, it could be your career. With the 10th house highlighted, you may have need to quit your job, or you may be in the process of doing that. You may be in the process of looking for other work. Sorry, I hit the table there. You may be in the process of leaving your current job and moving on to something else, and they have no idea that you're on your way out. Okay, you've been doing your due diligence, you've been job hunting, you've been talking to headhunters, you've been, kind of doing things on the low in order to now make your move. And I feel like in the next 2 weeks, you're going to be making your move, and people are going to wonder where, what happened, where you went, and it may come as a surprise to the people around you that you've been dealing with, that you may have had to defend yourself against. Okay, this King of Cups is at the base of the deck, and I really feel my heart is telling me that this is you, Scorpio, whether you're male or female, or whatever your gender identity is. You are coming up here as the King of Cups, and I see you. It's interesting to me because both the King of Cups and the Three of Wands here, you are looking off across the water. Okay, I'm sorry for the glare there. It's a bright day. You're looking off across the water. All right? And wow, look at what's under the Nine of Cups. Oh my goodness. Look at what's under the Three of Wands. The Nine of Cups. So I'm going to accept this for you, because something that you are doing now to expand your life, to follow your own mind, to follow your own plans, to move on to, it looks like this boat here, these people are moving away. So you are standing on firm ground. You're standing on, in both of these pictures, you're standing on the shore. You are firmly planted. Someone else is going off on a choppy sea. This sea is choppy. It's there's no smooth waters here. It's stormy. Let them go. Let them go on and live in their stormy waters while you stand here with your cup full. You're pointing here, full of emotion, full of creativity. Here's an arrow here. You're holding an arrow, and this might be a little this might be a little adult here, but you're fully erect here. You're fully at attention. You are virile and fertile. You are, there is a look on this King of Cups like, I'm resolved to this. I know who I am. I have my arrow. I know exactly where I want it to be pointed to. And I have my cup of love and creativity, and I'm good. Okay? Everyone else can go along on their choppy, voyage here, but where I am stable, and I am looking to calmer shores. Okay, so, and the Nine of Cups, wishes coming true here, emotional satisfaction. So, this makes me feel good here that whatever heartache or sadness or pain, separation, anxiety, dissension, that you've been through, you are gonna come out of this standing strong and standing tall and resolved and serene is the word that I'm finding. Serene, where you know who you are, you know where you're going, and you're not worried about anything. Okay? Change what you can and don't worry about the rest of it. Anything else that you can't change, you give that up to the universe. Now, towards the third week of this cycle, about a week before the next new moon, you have the Five of Coins here and you have the Judgment card. So often the Five of Coins talks about instability, financial instability. So there may be a need for restructuring right now. You may have to deal with a week or two of kind of shaky ground when it comes to your financial picture. It may be a situation where you have to kind of tighten your belt for a little while because, you may experience some, lack of funds, especially if it's a situation where you've decided that you've just had enough and you walk out. It could be that bad. It could be that eclipse might get you so, emotionally upset that you decide you've just had enough and you go out to lunch and you don't come back, okay, from a job situation or work environment. So just keep in mind before you take a step like that, make sure you know where your money's coming from, make sure you know what the policy is as far as severance, make sure you have enough in order to cover your expenses while you're waiting for that next job, which you may not have lined up yet, or you may not have the backup plan yet. So start formulating now what your backup plan is going to be in order to take care of your responsibilities if it comes to the point where you just decide you're going to leave your current situation. Okay? The Five of Coins also has, I can't ignore that it has a man and a woman here, or, two people, could be two men, could be two women. It could be a situation where you have a partner and that partner may not be very happy if you just quit your job. Because you do have certain responsibilities to your home, perhaps, or your relationship, or your mutual financial, connection. So be careful that, you don't do something impulsive that could kind of cause a rift or some stress between you and a partner. If there is a financial slowdown or a break in you receiving monies. But ultimately, I do see that even though this situation might be a temporary situation, you have something bigger and much better and greater that's coming through for you. So even if there is a temporary break, I feel like something is about to be awakened in your life. A new opportunity, a new beginning, a fresh start. Judgment is here. And, the image of this person listening to what is speaking to him or her about that person's true destiny. Where should I really be? What should I really be doing in my life? What work resonates for me? What situation resonates to who I truly am? Is it all about money? Is it all about a paycheck? Is it all about paying bills? Or is it about something that truly speaks to me on a spiritual level, on a soul level? So I feel like there's an awakening for you, Scorpio, that's coming through in that second to third week of the new moon cycle, where it's going to be pointing you, interesting, the image here, the person is pointing as though, they're saying, oh, wait, I hear you. I hear the music. I hear the message that's being transmitted to me by these angels, okay? It's like an epiphany of understanding of where it is you need to be, what the truth is, what the illusion has been in your life. Just make sure that while you are spiraling into this awakening and understanding that, the bare essentials that you need in order to get by day to day, food, shelter, clothing, gas, car payment, all of that is, doesn't go awry while you're following this true path or while you're moving towards that, okay? And that it doesn't affect your relationship to those closest to you who also depend on you to be a stable person, okay? The outcome here, we have the moon. And the moon, the moon can have many, many meanings, many connotations, many interpretations. My feeling here is that you are really, again, with it next to judgment, I feel like you are really listening to your spirit, and that you are going to have something truly important revealed to you through this eclipse. I want you to remember your dreams. I want you to start writing your dreams down from August 21st through to the next month, up until the 19th, even to the very new moon. So this moon here, wow. So this card in this position is the period of time that this card represents is that last week of the cycle, the last week of this new moon cycle prior to the new moon in September. So for me, by the new moon in September, okay, the moon is going to reveal to you everything that you needed to know in order to make the right decisions, in order to understand where you should be, what you should be doing in your life. It's going to be an emotional awakening, an emotional understanding as well. Listen to your intuition, Scorpio. You have a powerful, powerful intuition as a water sign. My Scorpios, Pisces, Cancer, you are... you can just feel what's going to happen. You can feel the tenor of the room. You can feel what people are thinking. You pick it up like an antenna. So be aware of your intuition. Be aware of the signs and symbols that come to you. Don't think that anything is a coincidence, because there's going to be a tremendous amount of synchronicity that you're going to experience in the next 30 days, okay? Especially by that last week. And also, I feel, which I just heard, you're going to find out who your true friends are and who your true friends are not, okay? You're going to find out who has the best intentions for you and who did not. So I feel that whatever drama took place back here, you're going to know by the end of this new moon cycle, you're going to be vindicated. I feel like you're going to get, whatever you were suspecting back here, or that you had inclinations of, but you just couldn't put your finger on it, but it just didn't feel right. By the end of this cycle, you'll have the truth. Okay? You'll know exactly, and you will say, okay, that's exactly why I did what I had to do. It's exactly why I felt I had to defend myself, defend my position, because this situation revealed itself to be such and such. This person revealed himself, herself to be such and such. Okay? And again, ultimately, that Nine of Cups and this Three of Wands are talking about expansion to your wishes coming true. Okay? Expansions to happiness and emotional satisfaction, which is represented by that Nine of Cups. Now, I just want to take a quick card on the Three of Swords situation. I want to know what it is that you were dealing with, that you felt that you've had to kind of defend yourself against. I want to know, let's just take this on the Five of Cups to see what this financial situation is, and one more card on the Moon here. All right? So, what did you have to go through? Okay, well, here's the Ace of Swords. So, something was revealed to you. Some truth came to light. And with the Ace of Swords here, on the Three of Swords and the Seven of Wands, you had to defend yourself because you became aware of something and you needed to make a severance. You needed to sever yourself, to separate yourself. This was a blessing. This was an angelic blessing that brought the truth to you. And, this could be happening as we speak right now in the last week, okay, in the last 5 days, this truth coming out to you. So whatever it was, you did the right thing, okay? The angels are saying you did the right thing, and it happened for a reason. On your Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands, okay, so on the Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands is saying whatever financial difficulty that, this second or third week of September brings to you, it's going to happen quickly, and it's not going to last. The Knight of Wands comes in quickly and then leaves quickly. It brings change. It brings some kind of new situation. It shakes things up. It's a fiery energy. There could be someone coming in that's going to help you out of this financial difficulty. It could be that partner on the card here that's standing behind you, that's supporting you, kind of holding you up there. Okay? So it's interesting because these two people, they are stressed out. There's anxiety there, but they're in a church and the 5 coins are here, so they have shelter. So as long as you've got a roof over your head, you've got food in the kitchen, your lights are on, you can get to where you have to go, you can deal with some temporary inconveniences that you might experience financially, because the most important thing is to have the people around you that mean the most to you, that are more important than how much money you have in the bank. And as long as you are a unified front, you can work together to make change and to make things better. Okay, so don't let financial inconvenience supersede or override the love and the support and the gift of a stable and supportive relationship. Okay, this Knight of Wands, this person could be a fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. But whatever the situation is, it's bringing in change. There also could be a change of residence. You could decide that you're going to move. You may have to move, okay? But it's going to be a positive change. A new thing. You may be moving to a new area that's going to bring about professional opportunities to you that you would not have had at that previous situation. The Knight of Wands is also wands, so it's news coming in. It's professional news, perhaps. It's a job offer. So whatever this Five of Pentacles difficulty is, it seems like it's going to be very short amount of time. A job offer is going to come in. It's going to be something that's going to help you out. You're going to hear it through maybe someone of a fire sign quality, someone younger than you. You may be getting a phone call. So put those resumes out. Speak to headhunters. Get yourself out there, because it looks like even if you leave your situation right now, you won't be unemployed for long. Okay? And then the Moon, all right, the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands on the Moon says that you're going to be working very hard. Okay? Whatever it is that you are now going to be moving towards, It's going to require a lot of hard work for you. Might be long hours, might be learning a new field. You might have to do training. You might have to, very much this moon is saying to me, by that new moon in September, you will be in a new position where you'll be taking on more responsibility. You will have more weight on your shoulders, but guess what? You're strong enough to carry it, or you wouldn't be given this situation. You can carry the responsibility, you can carry the weight, you can carry the added responsibility, the added tasks, and the Ten of Wands talks about successfully carrying yourself through professionally, so that people see you as someone who really is extremely capable, extremely accomplished professionally. And, this is that can-do person. If you want something done, give it to a busy person. So don't be surprised if you are put in a position of authority, which also comes with it, some long hours. But ultimately, it's the end of the cycle, which means that after this Ten of Wands, the sky's the limit for you, Scorpio. Okay, so get some rest. The moon also says get some rest. Make sure that you're sleeping, because you're going to need all your energy to, to move into this new phase of your life. All right, very good reading there. Let's see what the Tao Oracle has for you as a healing message. What is the healing message for Scorpio from the Tao Oracle? Healing message. What is the healing message for Scorpio from the Tao Oracle? Healing message for this new moon cycle in Leo for Scorpio. Okay. All right. Let's see. Okay, we have the number 44 card, Attraction of Opposites. Wow. Okay. Interesting card. This card talks about a really passionate connection. So it may be that whatever you are experiencing this month, whoever this is that you have as a in your corner, as your support, there's a very strong magnetic, emotional, sensual, sexual relationship between the two of you. Interesting, because the Knight of Wands is that passionate knight. The Knight of Wands is very fertile and very sexually adept and magnetic, and so I feel like the reward of you getting out of whatever this stress factor is that you've been dealing with is that it is going to open you up for a more powerful connection with whoever it is that you are currently supported by and connected to. Okay, there's a great deal of magnetism. This Knight of Wands is bringing that into you. It could be that if you are single and this Knight of Wands represents someone coming into your life, they're going to have all those qualities that I just described. And there could be a tremendous amount of temptation. They're going to try and seduce you, or you're going to try and seduce them. So, sexuality here, coupling, this is right up your alley, Scorpio. So not only could this situation bring in a professional connection, but also a powerful relationship connection. All right? Just take your time. Don't jump in too quickly. If this proves to be someone that you are attracted to, let the situation develop. And again, for me, just very interesting, because that Three of Wands, under that Three of Wands was the Nine of Cups. Okay? And the Nine of Cups can also talk about sexual satisfaction, emotional satisfaction. So wishes coming true here for you, Scorpio, on a few levels. This began as a reading that had a lot to do with, I think, professional connection, but that's evolved into something even bigger than what you may be expecting. All right. So great reading there for you, Scorpios. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I wish you all good things and bid you, as always, namaste.